All right, hello everyone, and welcome to this round of the Super Metroid Rando League. We have a really exciting one. We've got Lenifus and Stump versus Slow Guy and Tillimorph, and I'm joined today by Thornito.
Hello, hello.
How are you feeling about this match? I understand you might have a bit of vested interest in this one.
No comment on that. I'm excited for the race just in general. I think both teams are pretty evenly matched, and I think it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, both of these teams are in one of, if not the most terrifying divisions, I think. We've got some really strong contenders in Ancient Chozo.
Yeah, the Good Boys, I believe, is one of the teams.
Yeah, so that's Sloters, Cutie, and Antinomy. We've also got Saffron, Guy Average, and Stachio Cat.
Yeah, the Cat Jammers.
Yeah, Cat Jammers, that's their name.
So we're about to see our first item pickup, and it's of course a Morph Ball and an E-Tank.
All right, so at this point, our second player runner got both of the items. You can very frequently run into situations in multi-world where it just feels like one player keeps getting all of the items.
Well, it looks like finally a power bomb on the other side.
Lenifus is going for a Billy Mays check here. That's kind of interesting.
I like that. I like that check, honestly. It's tough to get back here later, so if you can do it right away, I do like it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the idea here is if you don't have super missiles, then this can be another place to check.
Yeah. And one thing we should point out is that this is a major-minor split. So E-tanks, reserve tanks, beam upgrades, and suit upgrades are randomized in one pool, and the ammo is randomized in another pool separately. So that gives the runners a pretty good indication of where they need to go compared to a full rando where anything could be anywhere.
Right. Yeah, something else to note, this is specifically Totals Randomizer, which has a couple differences from Varia. One of the big things is it doesn't, like Varia will intentionally decide where it wants your first super missile pack and your first power bomb pack to be for progression. Totals Randomizer doesn't really worry about that. It sort of just places them down and makes sure that the seed is completable. And we do see all four of our runners having supers and power bombs. That's really nice. When you have to do an early ammo hunt, it can be really frustrating.
Nothing too exciting in terms of majors so far, but the ammo is definitely nice.
I like having one E-tank at this point in the game. I think it can make Beak Pink a lot less scary.
That's true. Yeah, Pink Brinstar is surprisingly dangerous in the early game for an early game area.
Yeah, there are just so many locations where like you're not actually supposed to be there until after you have Varia suit and a whole bunch of other items. Yeah. But we don't worry ourselves with what the devs intended.
Oh, vanilla bombs, but for the other player, so we won't see a BT fight, I guess.
Huh, we will see a BT fight.
True. True. Unfortunately for BT, 2 missiles and a super does him pretty quick.
It seems like Slow Guy wants to go for the gauntlet play here. Unless he's intending on something really wild, like a Brinstar skip. which is something that's definitely on the table. However, it's an extremely risky gamble. Like Brinstar can just have so many items. It almost always has something you want.
Looks like we are going to get gauntlet checks pretty much out of everybody, though.
Yeah, with 2 power bomb packs, it's pretty fast. Like, bomb gauntlet can be a bit frustrating. With 2 power bomb packs, as long as you can make it through and have good clean movement, it won't take that long. And in my opinion, the best case scenario is you find something for your opponent, or excuse me, your teammate, and then you can just reset.
Sense. Looks like none of our runners having too much trouble, though. Just a reserve tank on one end. See what our other player has.
And those 2 super packs in the back are non-trivial. Like, in something like multi-world, you will often see seeds where at least one player is going to forego charge. Charge can be in some really nasty spots, so if you can just get enough ammo to beat the game, you absolutely should.
Yeah, I think I've seen charge at Shack at least once in the first couple races.
Oh, and that's an unfortunate death.
Yeah, looks like they saved though, so.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect Lena Fist to do Gauntlet again.
No, it was just an E-tank, so. And Stump making their way into Green Bryn. Star Reserve is high jump boots. Very nice item to have. Let's see which player it's for.
Interesting. So it's for the other player. Yeah, I mean, high jump boots are just an absolute all-star in this game.
Especially if you find speed booster.
Yeah. Like, I'll tell you, I think the speed without high jump Ridley is one of the most miserable situations that you regularly come across in this game.
There is so many places in the game where speed without high jump is just almost makes you want to turn it off.
Oh, yeah. Really all of Lower Norfair, like especially somewhere like Amphitheater.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Various suit.
Varia.
And a charge beam, wow. So Stump finding a charge, and Tilly finding slow guys. Varia is very interesting.
Yeah, so this seed, it's rolling out a couple really nice items right now. I think a trap that you can fall into with multi-world is a seed can seem really fast because you're literally seeing twice as many major items as you normally would.
Just hope that it isn't too one-sided for one player. That can
Absolutely.
make routing a little bit annoying.
Yeah, I mean, we've had seeds where, like, I think Kip mentioned in his race, which we unfortunately could not restream, that he had to do suitless Lower Norfair just because he didn't have anything else to do.
Yeah.
Like, he had made every single check.
Definitely run into a situation like that still in this. We'll have to see.
Ooh, Lenifest is having a little bit of trouble with that green gate glitch.
Yeah.
The reverse green gate glitch.
It looks like they're going for the no high jump setup, even though they have high jump.
Yeah, this is actually possible, although it's a little bit different timing. They're also not normalizing their positioning here, which you actually can do it without having moonwalk on. What you need to do is you need to spin jump towards the wall, and you basically wall jump check. I figured that out from watching Sloters do it. And I honestly think if you don't have moonwalk, that's the best way to go about it.
Just an E-tank for the troubles, vanilla.
Yeah. And unfortunately, not an E-tank for Stump.
Yeah, it's going to have to farm up a little bit of health here, it looks like. There's some dangerous rooms.
Oh yeah, Slow Guy did just skip Waterway. That could become relevant. Like, if something's there, that's really scary to skip.
A vanilla charge location.
Mm-hmm.
Choosing to go down.
Yeah, and it looks like we have a disconnect on the left player's side, I think. Hopefully they refresh soon, because they're missing out on a lot of items.
Varia was at Terminator.
Yeah. And Stump is going for a pretty... Oh, no.
Ooh.
Yeah, those spikes do 60 damage. Like, if anything goes just a little bit wrong, like we just saw, you know, I don't think any player would consider that a difficult jump, but when you've got race nerves, or when you're thinking about the fact that, you know, you're one hit from death, everything can make you, you know, you just hit the button a frame late or whatever, and suddenly you're dead.
It's very easy for something to go wrong in that room. There's a lot of opportunities.
I think Lenifis is forgetting that they have high jump boots.
Do they have high jump boots? Doesn't look like they're jumping very high.
Maybe it's something that got marked in the tracker, but they still have the disconnect.
Looks like Stump's trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, this is one of the really unfortunate aspects that can happen with multi-world. Oftentimes, simply refreshing your browser is enough. Is Slow Guy just taking the save here? Or I wonder if he plans on going for this. I wonder if he's saving before X-ray, and then if it's nothing, he'll reset and be a little bit closer.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I'm not sure how it actually works out timing, having to like go through the water rooms.
But as we saw from Stump, taking a save before X-ray is not a...
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like he's going up. Oh,
maybe
he remembers.
Waterway.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, so at that point, I really don't hate this play, actually.
Yeah, it actually makes sense.
Like, even if it's an item that matters, 50-50 chance that it's actually Telemorph's item and Slow Guy can reset anyway.
Yeah. One of the interesting routing advantages of multi-worlds.
Yeah, so this is a really nice way to recover. Like, if you absolutely don't want to leave this waterway behind. Alright, and Slow Guy gets 1 reserve tank. It's generally not what you want to see in a randomizer setting. You can do some funky stuff with it if you know how to death save or, God forbid, G mode. Yeah, so to answer your question in chat, this is multi-world, so it involves an internet connection that will allow you to send some items you find to your opponent if they're in your seed. We've had an unfortunate disconnect issue here. Yes, the players are in a voice call.
So there we see Slow Guy gets to reset because the grapple item was actually for Telomorph.
Mm-hmm. It feels a little bit awkward leaving that X-ray behind when you have grapple. It is a really long check to make, so it's possible they could be thinking about that.
I think Slow Guy might have did that check already, actually.
Oh, that could be.
Telomorph checking the ice location.
Yeah, ice is a bit of a long check, and it can be kind of unfavorable. However, it's in a very item-rich location, so a lot of people will opt to go for it, especially in something like Randomizer, where you want to check almost 100. Like in multi-world, you want to check almost 100% of the major item locations.
And looks like Stump's back in action.
All right, awesome. It's really unfortunate to see that happen. Hopefully they'll be able to recover from this.
Slow Guy taking on the big guy here. Let's see if he gets the quick kill.
Nicely done. Oh, and perfectly timed high jump boots. High jump boots can completely mess up grade if you're used to timing from any percent or something. So finding them right afterwards is great.
Oh wow! Now both sides have charge.
Yeah, both sides have charge.
We're gonna see very few minor location checks from here on out, I think.
Mm-hmm. Both sides have charge. Both sides have high jump and speed, which makes for some wonderful movement. Yeah, with charge plasma, like, you might have more insight to this. Do you know if Slow Guy can speed zep skip?
Slow Guy can speed zep skip, yeah.
Yeah, like, for Slow Guy, if they were just playing a randomizer by themselves, I would expect them to not make any minor item checks at this point.
Yeah.
However,
although only 15 supers is pretty low, even with a good beam combo.
Yeah, that's true. It would be nice to have at least one more pack. And I expect Slow Guy to make at least a few checks, a few minor item checks, just because Tilly only has charge ice.
Stump taking a quick visit with one of the animals here. Fortunately has enough health to get out. You can fall down there without any E-tanks and get stuck, and it's a soft lock.
I believe you can like wall jump high enough to make it without E-tanks or something.
Without high jump boots, it's basically Taz. It's very difficult. With high jump boots, it's still pretty tough, I think. interesting to see both players on both ends having high jump boots and speed.
Oh no, that's really unfortunate. The Kago there from Tillymorph. It's kind of awkward what gets considered an enemy in this game sometimes.
Looks like we're going to get a check of the wave beam location here.
Yeah. Yep. And we are... The Restream team is changing the feeds right now to match up both player 1s and player 2s.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We had vanilla wave at wave beam.
Nice. With this loadout, I think that Lower Norfair is very, very favorable for Slow Guy. Having Varia and Plasma. Oh, and Lenifest takes a death. And based on that item fanfare, it seems like they got set back a fair bit.
Yeah, they lose the wave beam, which is a really nice beam to have.
Mm.
We're just switching the streams around right now, so taking a minute.
Yeah, I think Slow Guys might need to be repulled or something. Might be like a past broadcast.
Telemorph's doing some suitless Meridia.
I'm not sure what he's trying to accomplish with that crab, though. You need to wait for it to get up on the wall and then super it to make it fall down.
Yeah, he just was pre-damaging it so that he can freeze it in one shot.
Oh, and just accidentally went one shot overboard. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, ice only suitless Meridia where you don't have any other beams can be a little bit frustrating.
Yeah, definitely. Especially if you don't know the shots perfectly well, you can overshoot and sometimes even kill. And then you have to reset the whole room.
Yeah, is it possible to get fast crab when it's first going down? Because you have to shoot it, what, 5 times or something?
Yeah, I'm not totally sure on that, to be honest. I
don't think
have
that will work.
Phaser wave. Yeah, the fish is a little high.
Yeah, the lowest it gets is when it's in like the bottom right. However, all the way to the left side will often work well enough. One of the properties of that fish is the whole time that you are in this room, it's actually going like a couple pixels downward each time it loops around.
Tilly unfortunately missed that crab, so he's gonna have to wait for slow crab. Ooh. Or he's just gonna leave, backing out maybe.
I don't think you can do this room without spring jump. Oh, he's resetting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is this faster than just waiting for slow crab?
I don't think so. Slow crab wasn't too far off at that point.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Either way,
Trump's
it could
going
be
into the crate fight.
Mm-hmm. Either way, it could be better. Like, just go for the strats that you feel more comfortable with and you know. So if Tilly just has practiced this room a certain way, it might be better to just keep it like that.
And we're seeing on Stump's end that effect of having high jump when you're not used to it makes missing the quick kill very, very easy.
Mm-hmm.
But
meanwhile, we're
do
seeing
a good job.
Yeah, we're seeing a croc from Lenifus. Crocomire is one of those plays that you don't really want to be making, especially if you don't have charged plasma. However, you'll often see him in multi-world just because so many items can be in so many places.
Yeah, it might be another decision they're making because they probably feel a little bit behind due to the disconnect. So maybe they're making a gamble.
Yeah. Tillymorph really needs to be cognizant of his health here. Everything in Meridia really hurts when you're suitless.
Yeah, it's like 120 damage per crab or something like that.
Yeah, like that just did like 80 or 70 or 80.
Oof, pulling up the reserves there.
Yeah, Tilly's just giving up on this. Tillymorph going for this suitless Meridia gives Team Green Boomerang fan club, it helps bring them quite a bit back into this.
See if there's anything at the grapple location. Ooh, that's big.
I missed it. What was that?
A Variasuit.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, so that's going to be an almost required croc.
Yep.
We've seen a couple suitless lower Norfairs, but that's never a position you want to be in.
No,
and
not a lot of power bombs.
Yeah, and I would say if you knew 100% that Varia was at grapple, you would get it every single time, as opposed to going for hell runs.
Yeah, definitely.
No matter how practiced you are.
It looks like Tillymorph is going up to the ship, though, so maybe we'll find a gravity suit up there.
Meanwhile, Lenifus is heading down to Lower Norfair. They just have to do regular lava dive, which is in logic, and a lot of people find that once you've practiced it, you can get it into a pretty good rhythm. Oops.
Just missing it.
Yeah. You'll see a bit of a strategy deviation from players. Some players will jump higher on that second Namihe as Lenifus did, and then let go of jump early, whereas some prefer to just jump from a lower point and hold jump.
Yeah, I typically do the lower jump.
Yeah, with both full beam and screw attack here, I really like this Lower Norfair play.
Looks like we're going to get a GT check.
Yeah, by coming in this back way, you don't have to fight GT. It's not a huge time loss compared to just skipping this check altogether.
Yeah, because of the major minor split, you don't actually have to go in and fight the boss.
Yeah, the situations where this can be really costly and make you really want to skip it could be like here, Lenifus has high jump boots, speed, and screw. So they're just going to go for this strat to jump out the door. If they needed to do something like bomb jump, though, that would be really costly. There's actually an in-room setup as well. I'm not sure if you need moonwalk to make it work.
And over on Tilly's end, he's fighting the elephant.
Yeah, as we see Ridley from Slow Guy.
Oh yeah, Slow Guy's back now.
And Slow Guy is going to need to use some charge shots here.
Hopefully a space jump and screw attack make Ridley's a little less dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to be sort of stationary jumping as much as you can, because while you're in spin jump, you don't charge the beam. But obviously that's more dangerous. And Ridley goes down. Very nicely done. Oh, it looks like Tilly enraged Fantoon.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, there's nothing in Tilly's kit that really makes this fight any easier. I don't know of any ice shield strats for Fantoon.
The charge beam does allow for the pseudo screw, but with that much health, it's not a big deal anyways.
Yeah.
So interestingly, we haven't seen either player's gravity at all.
Yeah, I'm partially expecting to see some gravities in Lower Norfair. They like to hide there sometimes.
Ooh, a nice speedball from Slow Guy.
Yeah, I love that speedball.
And another Ridley fight.
Oh, and shoutouts to the Main Speed Gaming channel for the raid. For those of you who are just joining us, this is a Super Metroid Rando League match. We're playing multi-world, so all the items are shuffled around as with a normal randomizer, major-minor split. However, with multi-world, our players could find their teammates' items in their seeds and vice versa. So Lenifus and Stump are one team, and Tillamorph and Slow Guy are the other team.
Slow Guy coming up against a typically very dangerous room, but with screw attack, very easily dealt with.
Yeah, if you have this is another one of those rooms where having speed and no high jump can be really scary, because your wall jumps to try and manipulate those key honors will not feel right unless you've specifically practiced them. Oh, and Slow Guy gets the Viola bounce out of there.
That's a very swag strat. Doesn't usually work out though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very precise.
Doesn't look like Slow Guy found anything exciting in Lower Norfair. Not that I saw.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. Yeah, we still have the player 1 Fire Fleece check yet to see, but that's just about it. And Slow Guy is at Croc right now. I forget, is it player 1 or players 2 Croc that has player 1 Varia?
Player 1 had their own Varia, so Tilly will have to make their way down to Croc at some point.
Which is really unfortunate. It seems like Tilly has sort of routed around Norfair at this point, even going for that Suitless Meridia play.
If Tilly does find Gravity, that might put them off Varia for quite a while, actually. Because they'll probably do a full clear of Meridia.
Yeah, and in Major Minor, of course, Meridia has 2 very slow major checks.
Ooh, Stump's health is a little scary here.
Yeah, that's 1 hit from death. Yeah, so if Stump gets hit by a Deskiga, then they will not be able to KO through the spikes.
Did you see what was that wreck ship reserve? It looks like Tilly saw something they wanted there.
I missed it.
It was
Wave beam? Okay. Yeah, I would definitely go for wave if it's here.
Yeah, wave's not a beam I'll ever pass up. It's my favorite beam.
Yeah. With our players' loadouts, I wouldn't necessarily expect to see X factors or anything. However, wave still adds damage.
Yeah, wave can save a lot of time by being able to just like shoot through blocks that you otherwise would need to like position yourself better for. So just kind of little subtle things. I find it's really nice for that.
Yeah, I like the Crystal Flash here from Stump. It's a fair time loss because Stump is going to have to farm up. However, it's not nearly as much of a time loss as dying, obviously.
Yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense.
I think player 2 Croc E-Tank was just like vanilla or something.
It's interesting Tilly decides to go down here. No, I guess it makes sense.
What else could Tilly have checked?
Yeah. That's what I'm... I keep forgetting in Major Minor there's a lot less of those random kind of out of the way locations since they've already checked Waterway.
Yeah, that's why I love it. I never have to worry about like criteria power bombs.
Climb supers is another weird thing to route in that you don't have to worry about in this. Looks like Tilly's not gonna take another crack at Suitless Meridia. Probably will go down to Croc.
Yeah. If Leno finds something here, it's gonna be absolutely tragic. And Suitless Meridia is one of those things that you see it in Rando League, And if you're something like, I know Tillymorph is very versed in SMRAT, and Suitless Meridia is somewhat rare to see there, and it can never be in Logic. So if you're not used to it, that can be one of the really big hurdles to learning Season Race's Logic.
A lot of these runners have SMRAT on the mind because that's still going on too. So
yeah. Yeah, I find myself face checking. I'm face checking items. I keep accidentally going down to Edakun's power bombs. All right, and a pretty scary Ridley fight thankfully goes well for Stump. And Slow Guy has that spring ball, which makes Suitless Meridia a lot nicer. If you accidentally kill enemies or just through certain rooms, there are strategies you can do.
Honestly, if I have spring ball, I almost main those strats for a lot of the rooms. Suitless Meridia.
Yeah. You can also get up a lot quicker by just going to the right out of this room in the lower exit, as though you were playing it with gravity and doing a spring ball jump up.
Looks like we're gonna get a microwave.
Yeah, and a full beam microwave at that. Batoon will die to 4 full beam charge shots, if I'm not mistaken. So it's quite a fast microwave.
The vanilla E-tank. Suitless Meridia not really paying off too much so far. But there's still a left sandpit item.
Yeah, left sandpit is, in my opinion, the most devious of Total's tournament logic. You can be forced to pick up left sandpit with some really miserable equipment. Slow Guy's taking a really interesting route here. So what you can actually do is you can fall down through the door on the left side that Slow Guy initially opened up. And if you're holding down, then through the door transition, you can just buffer a shot and you'll always freeze that fish.
Looks like Tilly's doing some suitless Bubble Mountain as opposed to going down the crop, which is interesting.
I'm kind of surprised Tilly didn't farm at least a little bit there at speed.
Yeah, not a lot of health, but maybe they're going to use the croc farm instead.
Yeah.
Or there's even the energy refill down below.
Yeah. Yeah, now that he's going to croc, that makes a lot of sense. You just needed to think about it. Because that energy refills really fast.
Suitless Dragon is a interesting play. Is that in Logic in this? I don't think so, right?
No, only up to Batoon is in Logic. And Stump is doing some funny stuff on screen. Unfortunately, every plasma shot you fire into Croc causes a ton of lag. So, kind of curious. Looks like Lenifus is switching up strats here. I'm guessing they intend on grapple jumping and then grapple jumping out of Dragon's room and then spring ball jumping out of Precious. Since, unless I missed it, they didn't do Spike Suit or anything. Like the Crystal Flash.
Yeah. I think it's a little faster to do it that way, but if you aren't comfortable like swapping the flash suit into the blue suit, then it can be kind of not really worth your time.
Yeah, in a situation where you have spring ball anyway, as long as you feel comfortable with that initial grapple jump.
Oh, and that's true. With only 10 power bombs. That's a good point. I didn't even notice that. So the crystal flash isn't even an option.
It's true. Sometimes you forget the obvious things.
Yeah, because of the early charge, we haven't seen a lot of ammo pickups.
Yeah, Lenifus is going for the grapple jump on the first bounce. It ostensibly takes less energy to do, but if you're less likely to actually get it off that initial bounce, and Lenifus is having a little bit of trouble actually getting the bounce.
Yeah, I recommend to everyone who isn't super comfortable with this just to do that extra bounce.
Like, especially here, they, as mentioned before, they don't have enough power bombs to Crystal Flash. So if they run out of health, then that's it.
It is also possible to do like the multiple spring ball jump out of here, but that can be kind of tough.
Yeah, I personally find the double spring ball jump to be much more difficult. Yeah. And Tilly got his Varia, so that's going to be really nice. That will allow him to presumably go down to Lower Norfair at this point. He's got a pretty cozy loadout for it.
That is a pretty convenient energy refill.
Yeah, thank goodness. Yeah.
Really though, where is gravity? It's the most elusive item in this seed, I guess. They're gonna have everything.
Yeah, if it's at left sandpit for player one, Lenifus is going to be kicking themselves.
Slow guy doing the very, very fun wall jumps.
And it's only an E-tank. Yeah, you actually don't want to hold jump for very long at all. Like, I think one of the tricks with grapple jump that trips up a lot of people is you need to let go way earlier than you think you do.
Fortunately, getting a lot of health refills here.
But yeah, like I think it's very rare for players who are newer to this trick to accidentally get it so tight that they end up bonking on the ceiling.
So at this point, where can our gravity suits even be found?
Yeah, player 2 hasn't been a wreck ship yet. So we could see like both gravities could be in wrecked ship. We could see something like player 2 gravities in wrecked ship, player 1 gravities in player 2 shack tool or something.
And that's true. Player 2's Batuan, so we'll see that from Slow Guy in just a moment here. Oh no, looks like Leno's given up.
Yeah, I mean, what do you even do at that point? I guess you just decide to go up to wrecked ship. There it is. Whose is it? All right, so player 2 gravity is at player 2 Batuan. That's huge for team 2.
That will let Slow Guy finish up Dragon pretty quick and then head up to wreck ship to probably get Tilly's gravity suit.
Yeah. Of course, at this point, Dragon's space jump is in logic for player 2, and the uglier checks of Plasma and Shack Tool are as well.
That's true. Tilly probably won't be too excited to head back to Suitless Meridia after failing it once already, so hopefully Slow Guy will find that before too long.
Yeah, and
I'm not sure what to do.
Yeah, and this is a situation that can come up in multi-world where you see, even though something might not be hard required by the seed, it's almost like soft required just on the basis of a player doesn't have anything to do except do Suitless Meridia here. Like, they could just twiddle their thumbs. This is major minor split. Precious missiles can only be a minor item. Oh, for wanting the PB, yeah. I believe, yeah, all Mama Turtles have been checked, I believe.
I think we've seen most of Meridia from both sides.
So I guess Leno is just waiting for a power bomb pack now.
Yeah, because if they can get the Crystal Flash to get up the first room, then do the Spring Ball jumps in the second.
Another option that they have on the table is they could X-ray climb out of Precious Room. If they are, well, no. You still don't have a good way to get out of Dragon's Room if you can't do that grapple jump. Oh.
Ooh. There we go.
That'll do.
Problem solved.
Lenifist still needs to be careful here, though.
Oh, yeah. Health is definitely not very good. Fortunately, the microwave.
2 hits from Dragon?
Yeah. Okay, one hit from Dragon.
Really betting on that power bomb pack, I guess.
just putting himself into health bomb mode to guarantee better health drops from Dre?
It could be. I thought that was 20. Is it like 25 or something?
Health bomb?
Yeah.
It's under 50, 49 or less.
Oh. When you spawn a drop below
under
30.
right.
Okay.
29 or less.
And we just... Okay. Yeah, there's no way for there's no way for Stump to get around a suitless Meridia for the first half. Which unfortunately means that this wrecked ship here from Stump loses a lot of time. However, Tilly is still waiting on that gravity at wrecked ship.
We'll probably see Tilly at least start up on Suitless Meridia a second time.
Mm-hmm.
Probably be relieved when Slow Guy finds that.
Yeah, like if you're checking Spring Ball, I think you're absolutely checking Plasma as well.
Yeah. Yeah, Spring into Plasma just routes fairly well. So.
Oh, did Slow already check Plasma? Yeah, there's a lot of different things happening on screen.
Stump's gonna get a quick break for their hands.
And we're seeing another Shack tool here. At this point, I think you're just desperate to get your partner that gravity suit. You don't want to pass up a single check.
Yeah. Being thorough definitely makes sense here. Tilly has Spring Ball this time, so not gonna have the same troubles.
Yeah, he has Spring Ball and he has Full Beam.
And a lot of health.
Mm-hmm. And Varia as well, which reduces damage by quite a bit.
Well, Varia just reduces environmental damage, not enemy damage, right? Or do I have that backwards?
Varia does reduce environmental damage. I thought first suit was 50% for damage reduction.
Oh, okay.
Oh, enemy. Don't think Total has progressive suit. Okay. So basically, they both do their vanilla properties for enemies. Yeah, I've got too much dash on the brain.
That will be next week.
Yeah, I'm excited. I love dash. I'm kind of surprised Lenifis didn't stick around for that health farm. Oh, and a vanilla space jump.
These pirates hit pretty hard.
Okay. Lenifis was just resetting it.
Makes sense. Stump starting up their suitless Meridia, which is, again, hard required here.
Mm-hmm.
I think Slow Guy's about to find gravity. Yep.
Nice. Yeah, so at this point, Team Elephant is in a pretty nice spot. Like, once Stump gets to Gravity Suit, Green Boomerang will stop making checks.
Yeah.
However, that's still going to be a little bit.
For this week, it is the last runner to finish, so they might just do like minor checks or like ammo checks or something just to waste a bit of time. Because there's no real use finishing far ahead of your teammate.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the one thing to be careful of is we have seen a lot of people finish Turian first and then both break all the doors with missiles and refill and then go save. And then I think we've seen a lot of people end up being behind because of that. So it is important to remember, like, not to do too much goofing around. What was going on with that space pirate there on Stump's screen?
Honestly, not really sure.
Plasma pirates are immune to charge. Huh. Interesting. What, they wouldn't be plasma pirates? Guess so. I didn't know that charge plasma doesn't work on them, though.
I guess it's not something that's going to come up too often.
Charge beam is... Oh, wow.
Thank you for the raid, Metal Parrot. So it looks like for Order of the Elephant, all the bosses are down, and just the brains left remaining. See Slow Guy attempt baby skip here. Got the perfect loadout for it.
Yeah, at this point with Telemorph so far behind, it's purely for swag. But that's why we're all here.
I mean, you can't not go for it.
I never learned it.
Well, yeah, if you know it.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll learn it one day.
Yeah, that's something more for. Because Slow Guy runs a lot of vanilla, so.
Yeah,
nice trick to pick up there.
My vanilla is still like a 52, so I have a lot of places to improve.
Yeah, it seems to be something that you kind of pick up around the sub 50 point. Up till there, it's not really that important. But it is fun to pull off.
Speaking of things that are fun to pull off.
Why not, eh?
Yeah.
I know you can do this.
Yeah. Yeah, speed zeb skip is both like very tight and somewhat surprisingly frame lenient. It's just you have to understand how to account for changing your timing if you tap earlier or later.
And the slow guy does a no stutter 4 taps.
Interesting. Yeah, I really like the stutter 3 tap. I find there are really good visual cues for it.
Yeah, I think that's more typical. Stump's almost there. Hopefully they go up right away and don't do the sand pit check.
Yeah, I'm kind of expecting the sand pit check here.
Yep. Makes sense, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Like at this point, you're basically assuming that your gravity suit is at one of these 2 locations. And if it's a 50-50, it makes sense to route left sand pit in first.
Yeah, definitely.
As opposed to having to fight Botswoon twice. Or go completely suitless.
I believe it's just an E-tank though, so.
Mm-hmm.
You'll reset as soon as I get up there. Which is not a trivial thing to do.
Yeah, the hardest part is just like getting that initial jump above the sand.
I find if you hold angle, it makes it a little bit easier to jump off the surface of the sand.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Ooh, okay, going down doesn't feel good.
Yeah, so anytime there's sand in this game, the worst thing you can do is turn around. Because the whole time you have that turnaround animation, which while you're suitless is a very long time, you're just falling through that sand. A lot of lives have been lost in Coliseum to that because that sand has spikes below it for some reason.
I've gotten trapped in there a handful of times.
Yeah, like it's recoverable if you have high jump boots. You can like crouch and then spin jump the other direction, but it's rough.
Yeah, it's tough, and if you don't have the health for it, it's usually a game over.
Mm-hmm. Alright, and Slow Guy is about to start Mother Brain 3. I wonder, in a case like this where we see one of our runners finishing so far ahead, I wonder if we'll see an animal surprise.
Well, I don't ever agree with saving the animals, but...
An animal
We'll see
surprise,
what
most of the
happens.
time you aren't.
That's true.
Sometimes you're actively killing them.
So I just got an escape left. Telemorph's going for the down back zeb skip and gets it. Nice.
Another really swaggy trick. Yeah, it allows you to skip unequipping screw attack. A lot of the time though, if you don't feel fully comfortable with it, it's generally faster to just do the remorph zeb skip. sometimes
Or
known
with
as
the
the
ammo, just a zip skip.
Yeah, Zep Skip Skip is fun too. Remorph, which I actually didn't know about until recently. I didn't know that you don't need Spring Ball Zep Skip for, or you don't need Spring Ball for Spring Ball Zep Skip. But that tends to be, I think, like one of the easier methods for new players. And just a really nice way to do it if you don't want to do down back.
Sense. And it looks like we have Slow Guy as our first finisher. Finishing with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 42 seconds.
Nicely done. GG.
Slow Guy. And Stump's about to get the gravity suit.
Very nice. I think no matter how far you feel behind, at this point, it's just got to feel like such a relief to see that.
100%. Although at this point, there really isn't really anywhere else it could be. It's almost the last location.
Mm-hmm.
With Leno and Turian now.
And at this point, Tilly has very, very few ways in which he can soft lock that isn't actually recoverable.
Yeah, X-ray makes stand-up glitch a lot safer.
Mm-hmm. So if you have beams in the air when you get hyper, you can actually just hold item cancel, and that'll fix it after a few seconds. It's still a time loss, so you don't want to see it happen, but it's not unrecoverable. All right, until he begins the escape.
Well, Leno's doing the baby skip.
Yeah, and for a seed like this, I would be pretty happy to have a sub 115 finish.
Oh yeah, there is no good way of doing this. This was a painful one to route.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I almost feel like the best option for player one, it's almost like the best option would be to just fully go for that complete suitless Meridia.
Yeah. Yeah,
Unless you're playing
Meridia in this seed is, if not required, was definitely an advantage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and for player two, it was required. And Tillamorph, along with Order of the Elephant as a team, finishes with an official SRL time of 1:13:49. GG.
GG, Stilly.
Very nicely done. Meanwhile, we have Leno working on Mother Brain right now, and Stump is making their way over.
Yeah, considering all of the disconnect trouble and everything, it's not even a bad time on their end. It's a good question, Michael. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, I honestly do really like early wrecked ship in multi-world when you're planning on visiting so many locations.
I like early wreck ship pretty much at every stage. Very rare that I won't go up first.
Yeah, I like it in most things that aren't full rando. Like SM Rat, I don't like early wreck ship basically ever. I like this bomb jumping here.
Stuck in the pose.
So I guess the pose doesn't go away until you're on the ground for more than a frame or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure how to keep it. You know, as long as you just keep space jumping in place. Not sure if we're going to get Tilly and Slow Dagging for interviews, but we'll see. What they say.
Yeah, at this hour of night, I don't think we're pressed for time or anything. So as long as our runners are willing to come in for an interview. All right.
Looks like we do have the two of them coming in for an interview.
All right, we're joined by Slow Guy and Tilly Morph. GG.
GG's.
GG guys, that was a rough one.
It was
Fired
interesting.
With Meridia. Those gravity suits were pretty elusive, eh?
I was getting real nervous because Tilly had gone and then backed out, and I was really afraid that like mine was gonna be in his or something. I was like, no. It was a good call for him to leave, though. He was saying, he'd gone up Main Street twice and fell. I was like, yeah, just cut your losses, because he said he was leaving. Oh, man. Other than that, it just felt like a multi-world, just check everything as we went.
Exactly.
Yeah, both player ones had some trouble with suitless Meridia. Lanafis, later on in the seed, made it all the way to Dragon, defeated Dragon, but unfortunately didn't even have a 15th power bomb pack to get that spike suit, so they just had to go for the grapple jump.
Oof.
And they weren't able to get it.
That hurts, but yeah. Oh,
We
my
also had a
goodness.
little bit of disconnect trouble at the beginning.
We noticed a disconnect early on, like about the elevators, and then got it. We both reloaded and it reconnected right away. So we luckily didn't have that issue for more than like a minute or two.
Yeah, it was like Green Brinstar. We're like, wait, we're not getting our items here.
Yeah.
I hope they didn't have too much trouble on their end. Like, I hope it wasn't a major issue. So that would just be disappointing,
It was a few minutes, but it wouldn't have. It wasn't enough to make the difference, I don't think.
Gotcha. As long as that's the case, that's okay then. No, I was honestly glad my suitless went as well as it did. I'd never done it with spring ball jump before, so I had a couple mistakes, and then I accidentally killed a couple enemies with the plasma beam double hitting, and I was no. But other than that, it was all right. I guess I learned my lesson to turn off plasma.
Yeah, I just miscounted shots my first way up Main Street. Otherwise, I would have been able to at least check a turtle earlier.
Yeah, we were wondering, Tilly, the first time you missed fast crab, you didn't stay and wait for slow crab. Is that because you aren't familiar with that, or?
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, if you wait, a second crab comes from the other direction, which you can get up.
Oh, okay.
So instead of
good
jumping down, yeah. Slow crab, fast crab, and slow crab.
That'll be my thing now. I always skip fast crab. Gotta wait for slow crab. If we lose by 15 seconds, sorry.
Yeah, slow crab is a great friend.
I'm assuming that's oh, no, I can't think. Up past the fish you have to jump on?
Yes, it's
Okay.
above the Main Street missiles.
Yep, gotcha.
Yeah, with spring ball, you can just circumvent that entirely if you're very good with your spring ball jumps. By just going to the using the lower entrance to the right.
Wasn't
And-
sure if that was possible or not, so I didn't try it.
Don't you have to spring ball jump onto the frozen bonefish?
I'm trying to remember, what is it? I think you can spring ball jump off the frozen fish below. So like you don't have to unmorph and freeze a fish or anything.
Interesting. Looks like Stump's coming up here on the end.
Mm-hmm.
Or not Stump. Oh yeah, Stump. But
Yep.
Stump has finished. There's just lag on that stream. I got you. Awesome.
All right, and we are joined here by Stump.
GG Stump.
GG.
Yeah, GG.
Thanks, GG to everyone.
So what are your thoughts on that seed, Stump?
Those gravity locations. Let me make sure Leno can get in here.
Agreed though on the gravity locations. Like 100%.
Yeah, we were like 50 minutes in before a single one popped up.
Yeah, those were gross.
All right. I threw the link in Hex chat. That should work.
There he is in setup.
There we
Okay.
are. GG, Leno.
Jeez.
Things and stuff. I mean, GG.
I can't wait to watch this one back.
I agree.
So which one of you had to do the suitless for gravity?
That was me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Me and you, buddy.
I think everyone was in suitless Meridia for a decent chunk of time this seed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this
Probably felt nice to get gravity halfway through though.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
This this Rando seems to like making people do suitless Meridia.
Yeah, I heard about the race the other day where both gravities were in suitlesses.
I ended up having to do a full suitless Meridia in the practice seat I did earlier today.
Yeah, guess where gravity was in that one.
Jeez. Oh, that one's got to be left sandpit.
No.
Shack tool.
Or shack tool.
Wait, how is that allowed?
High jump, grapple, space jump, screw attack, and spring ball. That will get you to shack tool.
Oh,
So
no.
the player's own gravity was in Shack Tool?
Yep.
Oh, the spring ball jumps with. Oh, that's so terrible. If that ever happens, I lose. I'm sorry. Like, it's over.
Yeah, if that
Oh my
happens,
goodness.
like, I don't think I would be finding gravity if it were there, and I would hope that I have everything else I need to do suitless with what I know.
Yeah. I can do ice, high jump, grapple, and spring balls fine too, but to shack tool, no thanks.
Yep.
Just do a suitless crystal flash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
sure.
carry it all the way down there.
Well, GG to everyone for getting through that.
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot too fun about it. Early charge.
Suitless. I was afraid I was making the wrong call the whole time.
Well, I actually felt pretty good about my call until I got to the save point at Dragon. I'm like, oh crap, I don't have enough power bombs. I can't crystal flash to shine spark my way out of Dragon's arena. Help.
Yeah.
That's the one disadvantage of early charge. Is the ammo towards the end can sometimes be a little too low.
Then everyone in chat saw me attempt and fail horribly. Grapple swing jump to get out of Dragon's arena. I still don't know how to do that. That's something I just can't do. So I was waiting for Stump to do Rex Ship to either find me gravity or another power bomb pack. Turns out it was gravity. That let me continue. So I definitely lost time there.
The steady E-tank refills were nice for getting the practice in.
Yeah. I actually had a question for you, Slow Guy and Telemorph. Did you guys have technical issues towards the start of this? Because we had connectivity issues for sending and receiving items for like the first 10 minutes.
We had a short one. In about the time we got to Green Bryn, we realized we weren't sharing items, and we both refreshed the page and reconnected. And that's the only time.
Yeah, it cleared itself up just by refreshing and reconnecting.
Yep. Well, I did ask, because they mentioned it, and they said they didn't think it was long enough. Like it would have been a deciding factor. But I know, like, it also messes with your mental game, and that's a big deal. So that sucks.
At least on my end, I wasn't too worried about the items that Stump said that he was grabbing for me because it wasn't affecting my routing. I was still going to do, I was at Norfair at the time, so I was still going to do Bubble Mountain. And I don't remember where I was going to go after that. And then Varia hopped in my lap, high jumps. He found high jumps. That basically made the decision to do Lower Norfair immediately, which was, I feel like that was the right call.
I think I did the same thing. I got my screw attack from Wave Beam, I think it was. And I was really excited to see that for that.
Yeah, I think the biggest way that the disconnect ended up affecting you guys was, I think it might have been Stump who like took an early death at X-Ray when you should have had Varia.
Oh yes, that is a thing that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, that set us back a few minutes. I don't know if the disconnects affected the outcome of the race. I don't know if I want to make that call. And I don't know about how the rest of you guys feel, but...
Like, I mean, I'm on the wrong side to be making that call because, like, I'm biased.
Call.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I would have to, like, watch it back probably, and think, well, how long is this taking? Because, like I said, I wouldn't even know how long it was.
I think I'm in the same mindset too. I want to watch this back and see what happened exactly. and also how hyped Chad thought the race was. Chad
Yeah.
always wins. Always
I-
been on Croc, by the way.
Yeah,
Croc,
we all went
Croc.
Croc.
Had nice things today.
Yeah. Yeah, we both went Croc, and yeah, that was no, there was one item there, right?
My Vangria.
Tilly's Varia
Yes.
was there.
That's right. There
Tilly
was
didn't
one
get to
item.
Croc until late.
Yep.
Player one had 2 items there. Plasma was at the E tank, and Varia's suit, their own Varia's suit, was at Grapple.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I remember going Croc on my way out of Lower Norfair and being like, well, if I don't do it now, it's going to be way out of the way. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and everyone got an early green boomerang, so that's nice.
Yeah. If you guys want to watch it back, and like time how long your issues took and all that, I won't be upset with that at all.
Yeah.
If it actually affected it, I don't want it to be a deciding factor for sure. That said, scheduling is a pain, but we'll make it work.
Scheduling is a pain. Yep, scheduling is a pain. Speaking of which, Friday looked to race 2 with our teams. I believe it's Friday night.
Are we doing night or morning? I prefer night, but if that's a pain.
I don't know if the decision was made or who was actually jumping in, but I want to say it was night.
I am
because it
great
sounded
with
like
that.
it sounded like night was easiest for most of us, but we'll figure that out off stream.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm excited now. I thought it was morning. I'm much happier with night. Let's go with that. But yeah.
Does anybody have any closing thoughts about the seed, about the race?
I'm disappointed there was nothing at Shack Tool. That's it.
Energy on my end.
Yep.
Was energy? Yeah, it was energy. Yeah.
Yeah, sad times. Nothing at Shack Tool, nothing at my Croc. It was honestly a boring seed for me, except for the suitless to gravity.
Which Tillamore for you, player 1 for your team for this seed?
I believe so, yeah.
Did you do wreck ship first, or did you do that on cleanup?
I did it before going to Lower Norfair, but I didn't go directly to Wreck the Clip. Yes, I full cleared.
Did you? So you would have. Okay, so you found Slow Guy's spring ball then. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yep, that helped me a lot for that suitless.
Yeah, that actually put Stump in go mode, finding that spring ball, and then 30 seconds later, there's that gravity suit riding right behind Batoon.
Yep. All right, I think that should be it then.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
Me as well. GG's once again.
Cool.
Yeah.
Make sure to follow our runners, everyone. Links are in chat. GG's to everyone. Thanks to the crew and everything.
Yep, follow the runners, follow the volunteers. And with that, I think that's going to be everything from us. Thanks to everyone for watching. Be sure to check out the whole Speed Gaming channel of Networks for more Rando League action throughout this week and the next 6 weeks after that. But for now, that'll be all from us. And with that, we'll see you next mission.